Now, brothers and sisters, I want to get into the main essence of my talk and then try to wrap it up, inshallah. You will probably think I'm not going to ask you for any money tonight, right? Say, Imam Siraj, you forgot to ask the money. I'm going to ask you for some money. So just keep your pockets for a minute. Brothers and sisters, I want to just leave you with a thought. Obviously, knowledge is important. But I submit to you there's different kinds of knowledge. Allahumma inni a'udhu min ilmin la yanfa'u. Allahumma inni a'udhu min ilm la yanfa'u. A dua the Prophet made. Oh Allah, I seek refuge with you from knowledge that doesn't benefit. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from knowledge that doesn't benefit. I seek refuge with you, Allah, from knowledge that doesn't benefit. Do you know that Muslims today have more knowledge than the companions could ever have dreamed about? More information, but we're not smarter. How many in this room tonight have either been to college or in college or plan to go to college? Raise your hand. Look at this. How many of you hold some kind of degree? Look at this. Look at this. You're knowledgeable. What kind of knowledge? What kind of knowledge? It's a rhetorical question. It doesn't require an answer. That's a part of a speech, you know. What kind of knowledge are we as Muslims putting our emphasis on? Last week, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say something. I hesitated. Imam Hassan, you have to forgive me. I thought about whether I should say it tonight, but I think that I have to speak the truth. Don't you agree? Would you prefer for me to speak the truth, or you want me to beat around the bush? Huh? Straight? All right. Now, it's not going to be pretty. I'll let you know now, it's not going to be pretty. And I really thought about it, and I hesitated, but I have to tell you because it's in my heart. I was in Chicago. They had a conference this past last Saturday and Sunday. I was with Imam Jamil Alameen from Atlanta, Georgia, Imam Lukman from Detroit, and a few imams around the country, about 9, 10 imams. Imam Rami from Chicago, he took me around and drove around the streets of Chicago because he told me something that I didn't believe. I wanted to see for myself. And what I'm about to say, I don't want you to take it as indicative of all Muslims, but rather a segment of Muslims. I don't want you to judge any non-Muslim here. I don't want you to take what I'm about to say. It's going to be a trial for you. I don't want you to think that what I'm saying goes to all Muslims. I'm saying it's a small segment of Muslims, but unfortunately a large segment of Muslims in Chicago. Imam Rami told me, Imam Siraj, it's been documented. In the city of Chicago, there are 3,500 liquor stores owned by Muslims. I said, Imam, you have to be making a mistake. He said, no, Imam. And he drove me around. All these liquor stores owned by Muslims. Why? Because something is wrong with the application of the knowledge that we say that we have. Now, brothers and sisters, I want you to think along with me. I've done some research. America is one of the most literate countries on this earth. 90-something% literacy. 96, 97%. People can read and people can write. And I've gone around the world and I've noticed the literacy rate of some Muslim countries. Some of them are pretty low. Not that, it's not flattering. Don't want to go over any statistics, but just know that it's not as good as it could be. It's better than recent years, but it's not that great. But I'm here to tell you tonight that Allah makes a distinction between two kinds of ignorance. One is called ummi and one is called jahili. Allah doesn't condemn people simply because they're illiterate, simply because they can't read or can't write. He doesn't condemn them for that. How ironic that Allah takes an ummi prophet, one who cannot read or write on purpose, and Allah gives him the last revelation to a man illiterate, unlettered. There's no accident Allah didn't take the high scholars and the literate ones of that time. He took an illiterate. And the irony of all ironies, he said to this ummi, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, read in the name of thy Lord who created man from a clot. How ironic. Why Allah choose such a man? Because nobody can claim him. If I graduated from Harvard University, they say, we made Siraj. He's our boy. We taught you. At Yale and Columbia, we taught you. You belong to us, and all you do is recite back their knowledge. But oh, this man, this illiterate man, he doesn't speak from them, but yet this man, this ummi man, raises to be the most knowledgeable person on the planet Earth. And nobody can touch him. Why? Because he's Allah's man. And he speaks nothing but revelation revealed. And what comes out of his mouth is pure wisdom. You have a choice today. Which knowledge? I don't want you to misunderstand me. We should learn science. We should learn engineering. We should learn all of these trades and all of mathematics and all of this. We should learn it. But don't learn it as if that's superior to the knowledge you have of revelation and the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Now, brothers and sisters, in my conclusion, I hope that you can follow along with me. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن أمة أمية لا نكتب ولا نحسب الشهر هكذا وهكذا. He said, we are an unlettered nation. We neither write nor calculate. Therefore, the months is like this and like this, sometimes 30 days, sometimes 29 days. That's 1,400 years ago. Do you know there's Muslim astronomers who can calculate 1,000 years from now when the new moon will be born? Yes. We have that kind of technology. So we're more advanced now in terms of science than the earlier companions. But are we wiser than them? Knowledge is sacred. But what kind of knowledge?